What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pixel Effect with our episode 2. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch today and all the presentation and everything that we're excited about. So let's get started. Let's get into this, man.
All right. So first off, did you even watch the show?
I watched bits and clips of it because it was.
You didn't watch it then.
It was late. It was late. I mean, I was like, I got a kid. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But I did watch a little bit of.
Watch it too.
Say what?
She can watch it too.
Yeah. She's a baby. Like she's really young.
She's a good baby.
She's a good baby.
But so starting off, I stayed and watched the presentation. You know.
Did you actually watch that in your boxers?
Yeah.
You did.
Sat on the couch with Pikachu and Darth Vader and got some popcorn. Had me a Pepsi.
Oh my god.
Went at it. You know. It was good. It actually started later than I thought, so that kind of messed me up a little bit the next day for work because I believe it was it started 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock our time, I believe. It was 6 Pacific, I think, and I thought it meant 6 Central. So that's actually 2 hours is that like 4 hours? 2 hours behind us. So it's actually 8. So I was sitting here at 6.
I'm bad at that. Time.
But anyway,
changing stuff, losing hours, gaining hours.
You could tell
jet lag, all that.
You could tell from the presentation, Nintendo was really going all out, trying to sell this system to people, trying to show, hey, this is our new system. The presentation was good. They came out hitting hard somewhat. A lot of professionally dressed, Japanese businessmen saying why you should love the Switch, and
I'm pretty excited. It does look really cool. The final price kind of shook me up. I mean, it surprised me a little bit. I thought it was gonna be like $250.
It shook me up big time.
$300. $300.
Like I told you last time. 300. It's. I mean, as you can see on websites, Game Informer, different websites, IGN, the system sold out. But two things from that. One is it sold out because they did like they did with
the
NES
scarcity,
Classic,
all that stuff.
Yes, where each store got a certain amount, and once it's gone, it's gone. Scalpers. They had a harder time. I noticed at GameStop we were only allowed one pre-order. But still, could it be scalpers? Did they have a shortage again on purpose? Things like that. But the 300 price point, it was risky. We'll see if it works for them. Because right now, I think the PS4 and Xbox One, just a bare bones system, is $250.
Well, I mean, most of those games come with a game, whether it's Gears of War, Uncharted, and now like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. When you buy those systems, you get, it's $300. You get a game with it, but it is legit. Like you're paying for just the price of the system, and that's it. But the stuff is included for free. So, I mean, there's not a real bundle. I didn't see a real bundle that came with that console. I mean, you can get the game separately. Breath of the Wild was the big official like launch title, and now there's got a bunch of other stuff coming as well. I'm actually really excited about Bomberman. I don't know if you guys ever played Bomberman. This one's set up like the old school one, so you get it's a grid. Hopefully, I know the old ones were like 8 players, mostly all CPUs, obviously. But man, it was so fun to just run around and like plant bombs and hide around and get power up, run fast.
It looks fun.
Blow people off the map.
As it was said in the I read some reviews, in tabletop mode, we can have the system standing up. They said Bomberman was actually really hard to play because all the characters were already so small. And then trying to play in that small screen. So Bomberman on the go may not be the best thing to do, but at home, I love it. I went to Anime Weekend Atlanta last year. It's amazing to think another year's passed already. But I went to the game room and all I played pretty much was Bomberman. We had, I think it was like 8 people. It's one of the almost like NES, I think, or Super NES.
That's really old.
It was one of them, I know, but it was pretty much on screen, 8 people, just chaotic fun. So much fun. You
Like-
know, trapping somebody in the corner with the bomb, they couldn't get out. You're just like,
Yeah. Oh,
sorry.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Like, true story. Like, back in the day, I was so broke, like, I couldn't afford a game because I was really young. And this is back in the day when you had demo disc. Whenever you bought like a magazine and you like, you could steal it as a kid. You just, you go in the clothes and you take the disc out and play it. But I had a demo disc. It was a jam-packed demo disc, and yeah, a lot like that actually.
yeah, on the
And-
demo disc. A lot of kids, you probably don't know what this is.
Yeah,
This is what we
millennials.
used to have.
I'm not entirely sure, but
We
this is
didn't
called
have
a demo disc.
We didn't have PSN. This is what we had.
Yeah,
We
demo
had all of our
disc.
games.
It's hilarious. But I had one and it had Bomberman on there, and like, swear to God, every morning before school, that me and my brother at the time and my sisters, whenever they did play, we would play that and just hours and hours on a demo disc. And when you'd hit this demo's over, you just hit restart, go right back to it, and just rinse and repeat, man.
It was a good game.
Good times.
But it looks pretty good.
Mhm.
You know, it's one of the I believe it's a launch title for the Switch.
Yeah, I think it's March 3rd. I think it's the same day. Let me double check that.
Another thing with the Switch also. Not
Super
many-
Bomberman, March 3rd. Yeah.
Not many launch games. You know, there are a lot of games coming out for the system, but truthfully, there are not many launch games.
No, I think we've
besides
got
Zelda, you have like I think 3, 2, 1, 2 Switch,
1-2 Switch is going to be a launch.
which are basically a Wii resort
Wii.
kind of game.
Yeah,
It's a party.
we'll see
it's a
how
party
it
game.
plays. I mean, it is a party game. It's two people, obviously, hence the name. But
I mean, if
I thought it was okay. I mean, when it comes out, I guess we'll see how much fun it could be. It could be a Wii Sports kind of thing where it just blows up and then everybody in the
it's a
room gets to play
housewarming
it.
game. When I get my house, it's a housewarming game. But besides that,
We got Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, which is already out on PlayStation.
Third party, though.
Wasn't it like an indie game? But I mean, that's
it
a launch
has
title.
it has a few third-party launch titles, but
Yeah.
first-party wise, I think Zelda and
Just Dance.
Bomberman, I
If
think,
you like
is
to
the only one.
dance, Just Dance 2017. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah, yeah.
that's good.
Not the best dance moves. I don't really know how to twerk.
I need a DVR
I
match
could- I could-
myself, but
I could try to twerk, but
But-
it might not be the prettiest thing you've ever seen. That being said, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Everybody knows about that one, which looks gorgeous. Looks really good,
that trailer
actually.
the trailer at the end of the show, holy crap,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Which, don't crucify me. Don't crucify me. I've only played like one Legend of Zelda game. That's it. Just one.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And it was,
you know?
I think, the Four Swords for Breath of the Wild. So
There's nothing wrong with that.
Did I say Breath of the Wild? Did I say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh yeah, my brain's going crazy. Four Swords is the last one I played. Yeah. One sec.
Yeah.
I guess we'll pause that. We'll cut that part out. Okay. Resume.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's the only one I've ever played. Actually, it's not bad. It was a good game for the Game Boy Color, but I've never actually played any of the other ones. So
I played the
truthfully,
classics,
I think I'd play this one. It looks that good. I'd play it.
I played the originals. I played, 1, 2, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. They're all Zelda games are all fun. That's one thing about them. But its fan base, is very dedicated.
Tattoo.
And this new game, the trailer at the end was just, God, it was awesome. It made me pump for it. Like, whoa.
I think
I gotta get
the
this.
open world looks cool. Everybody talks about Ocarina of Time. Or Macarena of Time. No,
Ocarina. Yeah.
Ocarina of Time. I hear it's actually a good game. I should probably pick up a 64 and play it, or a 3DS and try it out. But I guess we'll see if this one's better than that one. Hopefully it's better. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out.
We'll find out. But besides that, Nintendo came out with some different news for the system. There's a couple of things that surprised me, didn't surprise me. One thing that was, I guess you could say, big in some ways was the inclusion of an online subscription service now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's time for Nintendo kids to join the big boys.
About that too, real quick. Not to cut you off.
No.
But I mean, it's gonna be free up until fall. But then you gotta start paying for it. And I heard like the games that you get monthly for free.
You don't keep them.
You don't need to keep them. Yeah. Like what's
don't
up with
keep
that?
'em.
Like you get
Nintendo has always
1 month of that game and then it's over.
Nintendo has always been that company that's trying to play catch up with some features. Online has always been a big one. You know, when I read you're going to get free games for like a free NES or Super NES, like, well, that's kind of cool. Maybe any 64 game. But then it's like, this is just basically free for this month. When the month ends, you can choose to buy the game. I'm like,
yeah,
that.
It's like
That's
it's actually kind of like you're demoing. I
Pretty
mean,
much.
but at the same time, these are games that are already out that you can go buy.
that they're 20 years old.
I mean,
for real? Sony and Nintendo. I mean, Sony and Microsoft
Yeah.
at least with the
At least
PSN
they keep
and the Gold service, you get to keep your games. I mean, I can't count the number of games I have for PlayStation 4 or PS3 or Vita that I haven't even played yet. But you know, because some I don't care for. But it's the fact you can literally download the game and play it a year later. You know, you don't have to play it now, but it's yours.
You just gotta be.
They
You
gave it
just
to
gotta
you
be a
free.
Plus member. So
That's it, you
as long
know.
as you're a Plus member,
50,
you're
60 a
golden.
year, you know, save up.
Now they're 60. They're both,
Yeah,
both
so-
the same, which sucks. But,
But
apparently,
you know,
they're
it's 60 a year.
Yeah.
Save up throughout the year. Start the year, pay it. Don't think about it for another year. But at least then you can keep the games. You know, I've got Sleeping Dogs. You know, Resident Evil. Ton of great games for free with that service. So hopefully Nintendo kind of.
Even though
I don't think
it's not too
it's
late.
not
I
going
mean,
to change.
they can.
Nintendo doesn't usually change.
They are pretty strict.
They're pretty stubborn.
They could maybe fix it. I mean, look at Microsoft. I mean, when they came out the gates, I mean, let's just be honest. The Xbox One when it first came out was not the best system.
Horrible, but they're catching. They're
But
playing
they
catch
are
up.
actually, like I said, I have the Xbox One S, like I said last video, and I mean, they fixed that. They fixed a lot of stuff that was pretty terrible. But now it's actually a really good system. It's very complete. I like everything that they've added to it and they fixed. So, and I know it's simple, but the audio jack, like them adding that into the controller was it's just so simple. But I love it because now I can switch my headsets between both systems because they both have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. And that's
Yeah.
pretty easy. So,
But now to do online gameplay,
Yeah.
you know, lobbies, the voice chat, which is also in an app, which kind of confuses me.
yeah.
Which is another weird thing. Why would you put voice chat in the app? You know, exclusive deals, the monthly game downloads
Those are gonna be good.
are all behind the subscription service. You can still go in the shop and you can still manage friends, but to actually talk to anybody and to play games online, you have to use the online service. Which, I mean, truth being told, it's not a surprise. You know, Nintendo has somebody on YouTube
There you go.
making a comment about something weird, but I got some weird stuff that Shantae uploaded. But anyway,
Man.
it's about time they caught up. You know, I mean, you can't. That's a lot of the negativity is from a basic marketing business ploy. If you offer something to somebody for so long, they get spoiled on it. Look at PS3 to PS4 conversions. At first, a lot of people were spoiled because PS3 was free online, you know.
Yeah.
And you could choose to get the PlayStation Plus and then get the free games. Or you could just play online for free. PS4, play online, you gotta pay. Xbox, you have to pay. So Nintendo's pretty much just catching up with what everybody else is doing. They could have did it for free, but by doing that, this money, as I try to defend it, can go towards making the service better. You know, this is going towards them. Hopefully this helps them become better. You know, I'm hoping so.
Yeah. I am looking forward to seeing maybe some of the accessories. The new Wii Switch, Nintendo Switch. I guess we'll just call it Switch. It's like the Wii U. It's the Switch, but like the Wii U had the Pro Controller, the Switch also has the Pro Controller, and it actually looks pretty sweet. It looks like a nice controller, and hopefully you can actually sync it up to the system. The system uses the Joy-Cons. You got 1 and 2 for up to 2 people, but yeah, what about a third person? Can a third person play? I mean, will you have to buy the Wii U Pro Controller? Can you just use another Joy-Con? I mean, I know they link, they say 16 or 8 consoles can link together.
Yeah, I
with
think they
Nintendo
have
Switch
LAN
itself.
parties bringing back so.
LAN parties. Which
It should be
feels
interesting.
kind of outdated. With
I mean, a lot of
with internet,
people-
it feels outdated. So.
A lot of people like LAN parties. I mean, if I was still in high school, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, once you get older and once you move out, you know, and like even in college, you know, we're gone. We're this is a husband and a papa. I'm on my own. We don't have an area where we can just sit in the lobby and play games all day after something. Now.
Yeah.
We can go online and be like, hey, you want to play a game? Sure. Nobody sits around really anymore saying, hey man, what are you doing tonight? And, so it's cool. It's a feature you don't have to use, but it's there. And then the fact that they're using cartridges again,
Yeah.
little cartridges, kind of.
I'm not like a tech expert when it comes to like, Blu-ray discs and cartridges, but I actually hear cartridges can hold more than like Blu-ray discs. I heard that somebody was telling me a long time ago that
I know SD cards can. SD cards, because I think Blu-ray, the limit is 25 to 30 gigabytes right now. I think, and I know some SD cards, if they use the same technology, can hold like a terabyte. So we'll see. Only thing with that, I just hope I don't lose the games too much, because I have about 6 Vita games, and I have no idea where like five of those games are right now.
He's not lying.
Because
like,
they're so
they're
small.
like over here on the floor, like
Yeah, they're so small. You just lose
somewhere.
them.
They're terrible.
Because you take them out and say, hey, I'm going to play this later. And
It would help if you're more organized.
yeah. I am organized. No, that's like anime DVDs and PS4
And then you got a
games.
collection of Paul over here.
And
If you could only see this,
That's VHSs and...
one of these days we'll show you this pile.
It's
One
a
of these
good
days.
pile. It's a good pile. But, yeah, so, and then, trying to think what else, Nintendo, like I said, the games, they showed off a few.
A lot of the games are really good. One we actually haven't touched up on, Super Mario Odyssey.
You mean Sonic Adventure?
Oh my god, I saw that.
It looked,
Nah.
or Sonic 06, when I saw that, I started screaming Sonic Adventure. It looked just like Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
It made me scream.
I mean,
it looked,
which is a good game.
the game, the trailer looked amazing. The graphics were like, whoa, that is one crisp Mario game. The hat feature, I'm pretty sure it's going to be used in puzzles.
Yeah, that was
Like,
pretty cool.
I've heard it's going to play
That's a
like
new trick.
64. Kind of like with the puzzles in the castle, where you actually get the new things within the world, kind of like 64. But it looked sweet. But I
Yeah.
thought Sonic Adventure when I saw it.
I thought it looked a lot like a mixture of a couple of games, but one thing that really struck out to me is that, when the 64 came out, you had Super Mario 64, and it reminded me a lot like that, but just like in a city.
That's pretty much, that's what they're going for, I think.
I mean, I like what I saw on that, which was weird. You got normal people, and then you got Mario, and he's like, it's a me.
Sonic Adventure.
And it's like tiny, but they're big, and like, which is weird.
Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, okay.
It looks good, but it's just that one city, I think. I think there's more. That's just one world he can go to, I believe. But, then they had No More Heroes, showing off.
Which, is that like, No More Heroes, because I've never actually played those, but isn't that on, I know. But isn't that on, it's a Wii game, right?
Yes.
Wii game.
It's a Wii and it's on PS3.
Oh, and there's a 1 and 2.
Yep, it's
right?
2 of them.
And then, okay, so is this one like a third
one,
a
yes.
threequel? A threequel, sequel, kind of?
Prequel.
Threequel?
Prequel?
We might get up a new word. It's a threequel.
It's a threequel.
But I mean, No More Heroes. I mean, if that's what it's called. I mean, it looks good. I mean, if y'all played it, y'all are more excited than I am. I'm pumped for Bomberman. Bomberman is going to be my game. So,
Bomberman looks pretty good. Looking forward to it. It'll be a good game. Like I said, Nintendo, they don't have many launch games, so whatever they can get, you gotta go with. Another game coming out, ARMS, that looked interesting. It reminded me a lot of what was that game? Hero 101, I think, from Platinum. Was it Hero 101, the Wii U game? Guys made Bayonetta,
Hero. You talking about Wonderful 101?
Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101. I
Reminded
thought it
me
was like
of
Heroes. Like, I don't know about Heroes.
It had that vibe. The
Yeah.
characters looked like, something from that universe, You have,
What else we got?
we got, The Binding of Isaac coming out.
Next.
A new Blaze Blue. No idea what to do with Blaze Blue,
You like fighting games, you're gonna love that one.
Yeah. I like Nintendo's trying to get fighting game fans to come back to their system, because all they have right now are pretty much, Smash Brothers. tournaments.
Which is a good game.
Evo is usually Xbox, PS4, Nintendo,
Yeah.
Smash. There you go. But we'll see how it does. You know, we got Cube Life,
You got
Disgaea 5,
Dragon
you know.
Quest. I mean, you got like 3 Dragon Quests coming out.
yeah,
Three
Disgaea
types
5,
of
we got,
Dragon Quest.
we got Dragon
10,
Ball,
11.
Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Xenoverse, which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't get it because I'm not going to do all the stuff I did with Xenoverse 2 I have now. I took too long to build my character up. I'm not doing it again. You know, so we got Dragon Quest X, we got Dragon Quest 11, we got Dragon Quest Heroes.
We
1
got
and 2.
dragons. If he's got dragons,
It's a lot
it's
of
gonna be on the damn
dragons. We even
Switch.
got Elder Scrolls 5. So dragons
Yeah.
everywhere. You know, we got Farming Simulator. Can't wait for that.
That's gonna go big here in Alabama, boy.
It's
Yeehaw!
gonna be
Farming
good.
stuff.
It's gonna be good.
Just
We
kidding.
got Fast RMX. We got FIFA, Fire Emblems.
I love the FIFAs. I love the
Fire
FIFAs.
Emblem should be pretty sweet. But it's gonna be another Dynasty Warriors spin-off again. Just Fire Emblem
Oh,
characters.
God.
It should be fun. The only thing
It's
with those
Hyrule
games,
Legends all over again.
the only thing with those games, they're so repetitive. You know,
Yeah.
you take 50 troops that look the exact same, multiply those times 15, and just slap them
Yep.
with different characters that have like one special that's like unique. So I'll probably get it, but I've bought Dynasty Warriors. I tried Hyrule. After the first month, I get kind of bored because you're literally
Yeah.
doing the same thing over and over.
It's
and over.
pretty redundant.
And I also wonder if something just throw in this, in here, if Nintendo's finally going to do something like achievements in their games, like Xbox and PS4. You know,
I've always loved the trophies over achievements. I just like trophies give you a concrete. Like you get a platinum and you get like a final. I did this.
they show it off.
Better than
Xbox is
I
just
mean,
points, 100
The
points.
gamer score and your score means you've been around a long time, I guess. But you know, probably the next the big game coming out though. That I mean, besides you know you're gonna have 2K18, you're gonna have sports titles. We know that, and a lot of people like sports games. I like sports games. I like FIFA. But Xenoblade.
Plot. Lots of
Xenoblade
plot.
2, man. It's gonna be. You know, like you Xenoblade fans and your mechs, if you like all that stuff, if you're into that stuff, Xenoblade 2 is gonna be coming out.
And if you like your anime girls, you know, and really
New Shimigami. I
odd
don't know what it's
outfits.
called, but a new Shimigami game is going to be coming out for the Switch. I love my
Nice.
JRPGs, so I can't wait for anything
but
like
yeah.
that. So,
Xenoblade is gonna be awesome.
and you know what? Actually,
Can't wait for that.
something that just struck my mind is that we didn't actually talk about yet, which we can wrap up with it. But it's the memory for the console. We've got all these games coming out.
32
We've got a
gigs.
32 gig device. I mean, is that
You
going to
can
be
use-
enough to hold the game?
You can use
I mean,
SD cards too, I've heard. You know,
yeah,
kind of
they
like
have the
how
little
they
slot
do
behind
with
the kickstand. They got the little slot right there.
yeah, so you can do more memory, you know, like my 3DS, you know,
Yeah.
use what it has in the system and then stick in a,
But I mean, like I said, the real question though is like, is the 32 gigs going to be enough to hold the game? Like, how much does that actually hold? Like, does like the systems like PS4,
well, I've heard
50
Zelda,
gigs for one game. It's a 500 gig console. I mean,
I've heard Zelda's about 15 gigs.
15 gigs.
I'm
God
thinking,
dang.
it's 12 to 15 is what I've heard for
That's a
Zelda.
lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot. That's
So
like,
you're
that's
probably
like
gonna-
2 games.
It's a big
in.
game though, it's a big game, so they're probably going to have to
And then you
come-
got like system pre-installed data. You got like 26 gigs probably.
They're probably going to try to sell you like memory cards and stuff. You're going to need a memory card regardless. Even my 3DS, I had to get one. So
Yeah.
Nintendo's always done that though. So you're going
2017.
to have one.
2017 Nintendo Switch. You're gonna have to have more memory. Get ready to buy SD cards.
Pretty
Out the
much.
wazoo. Everywhere.
That's pretty much, yeah. You got to do that,
Yeah.
you know. And then like you said, you know, so far I have one pre-ordered. You know, I'm looking forward to it. But
I mean,
like you
yeah.
said, the games, the controller, it looked nice. You know, during the presentation. You know,
I'm excited. I mean,
it reminded me a lot of the Wii when it first came out. You know, they tried to give that Nintendo Magic vibe to it, where the guy had the, he's like, well, you can hear Ice Cube in this controller.
yeah.
And he's like, 1, 2, 3, and I'm sitting there. Where's the guy from Sesame Street, the little bad guy?
This is magic.
4 ice cubes. Ha ha. Dude,
Count. What's his name? Count. Oh god. I feel like I should know.
Everybody should know what we're talking about, though. Little Count from.
Like, 1 Ice Cube, 2.
That's what I was thinking. Sitting here,
Yes.
like I'm a grown guy sitting
Grown
here.
man, Sesame Street.
But
Nintendo Switch style.
But you know, and then just some little features to close out with, you know, like the parental controls.
Mm-hmm.
They animated a full, you know, Bowser and Baby Bowser video for that. Hilarious! I have not laughed so hard because you can actually check by your phone. Like you can tell your kid, "Hey, get off in 30 minutes." I think it was, and Baby Bowser played over for 2 hours, and Bowser sitting there looking at his phone like, "Your son's still playing this game." And you can actually, from your phone, cut the system off on the kid.
And leave it dead.
And just cut it off on them where they're at right then, and they have to get off. And the clip showed Baby Bowser playing Mario Kart, and he was in first. About to cross the finish line, his dad cut the system off. And
That's
Baby
dirty.
Bowser just,
That's dirty.
the shock in his face was great. He was like,
Wow.
But it should be a good system, you know. When we get more concrete details, you know, we'll chime in on those. You know, right now it's pretty much just the hype from the reveal, the incredible amount of games, you know. So
hopefully you guys are looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I sat outside for, you know, an hour and a half waiting for it. Yeah.
But for y'all that didn't get it pre-ordered, I'm sorry. Andrew, I'm looking at you. Watching this. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, that's sad.
But
I'm laughing at you, I'm laughing at the situation.
Seriously, you know, go look at it, get ready for it, gear up for it. I mean, get excited. It's New Year. I mean, Nintendo's trying to do it big, and hopefully they will.
Avoid
On March 3rd,
the scalpers, you know, on eBay.
Don't
There's
do
people on
scalpers.
eBay right now selling it right now.
You scalpers are bad. Like, I'm serious. Like,
I know you
That's
do
terrible.
it for business reasons, but it is kind of cheap and kind of, it's like Beanie Babies all over again. You're being cheap. Tickle Me Elmo, you know.
yeah.
But
pretty much.
yeah. So that's it for Switch. You know, like I said, when we get more concrete details, we'll discuss those. Talk about any new game reveals, trailers. You know.
Next week we've got.
We trying to show that all.
Next week we got
nothing really, but we were trying to talk about Resident Evil.
Yeah, we're gonna have probably a small episode, nothing long on that one. We're gonna do Resident Evil 7 preview. Talk about some of our favorite moments and favorite games
series, and
we'll save that
about
for
the
next
movies.
episode.
You know,
yeah,
so they come out next week. They come out the week after.
27th is that Friday, so
okay.
Not this Friday, but next Friday.
We'll discuss all that nostalgia. You know,
get ready for
22.
some Resident Evil.
You know, Nemesis.
Evil. You're dead. I'm out.
Yeah. Okay. You know they. Okay. That's that.
There you go.
Until later, guys. This has been.
I'm back.
This has been your host.
You got Almo right here.
Dark Visor Barry 10. You know, and if you want to follow either one of us, you know, check the links in the description. We got Instagram. We got
Twitter,
Facebook. So
got it all. Just check the link.
got it all. Pick and
It's
choose.
gonna be right there at the bottom. Bottom All right,
So
guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Later.